Farm Guy here, and this is the Lizard F10 Series by Holzs FS and Macarrone FS on Farming Simulator 22. It's for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on PS5 here on the Georgia Farms map. This is an interesting set of tractors and accessories. 84.69 megabytes to download. The tractors are 20 and 21 slots each. There's a lot in this pack. And we're going to go through it one at a time, I think is the best. So there's 4 tractors with various configurations. And there is also attachments. So let's take a look at the tractors first. Small tractors. And they all have similar configurations, but they're all a little bit different as well. We get the 6610 4x2, and we have a 4x4 version, so 10 and 12,500. Other than that, and speed, 12 miles per hour, 18 miles per hour, and a little bit of weight, they're the same vehicle except for the 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. So let's take a look at this one. So as you can see, it's just a nice plane. It does, I'm going to say it's a Lizard Ford. A Ford is not a licensed brand in Farming Simulator, so Lizard it has to be, but it still looks pretty good. We have the standard, we have an old awning, we have an newer style awning with lights, and a cabin. So lots of choice there for accessories. If you have the cabin, you cannot have the front loader, just so you know. It will disappear. That option won't even be available. So we're going to go with the awning. Engine, we have 85, 102. Those are the 2 engine options. Wheel brands are just pretty much generic. We have, yeah. So let's start with the default wheel brand and wheel setup, because we have a number of them. And rice additions, we have conical wheels. Conical wheel with crop destruction. So we have conical and with crop destruction. So there's a choice there. And then we have a cage wheel 2. That changes the front and back to standard. So that's that wheel brand. We go over to the other wheel brand. And we have a narrow option, which is really nice. So let's go with that one just because. Steering system, we have a choice of hydraulic or let's say linkage type. You see that? We have a hydraulic or linkage. So that's interesting as well. Exhaust, we have a few choices. And then front grille, we have a push type, well, a push bar, I guess you could call it. We have our choice of front weights up to 450 kilograms. Headlight, we have the standard or optional type headlights. We can change the location of the battery if you prefer that the battery sits outside like that. Rear weight, this is for the wheels. We have rear weights up to 640 kilograms. We have hydraulic or no hydraulic control. Panel protection, that's by your, well, by the steering column. And then we have front loader. If you choose the front loader attachment, guess what? That front options go away. Block model, that's what the block looks like. Standard or design 1. So a little bit of a design option there. The front chassis color when active. Yes, so that's yellow, blue, or black. Reduction color, that's your hub. Front grille, gray or black. Rear weight color, white, silver, or black. And then rim color, silver, white, silver, or black as well. And that's it. All right. So that's going to continue as as options. Some of them, these ones just have the awning, doesn't have the old style awning. Engine 85 or 102. Wheel brands, again, we have similar choices here. I'm not gonna, the narrows for the four-wheel drive, that's cool. Exhaust options, what is, oh, okay, I thought that was, front grille, again, you get to choose that. Front weight up to 450, headlights, rear weights again on the wheels, battery location. So this is, yeah, all the same options here. Front loader, yes or no. As you can see, that all changes there. Block model, reduction color. Yeah, it's all the same as the other one. Now let's look at the 7810, 18,500. Now notice it's 112 to 150 horsepower. That's the biggest model, and this is the only one of this model. So we have the cab options as well. Let's go with no cab, actually. Engine 112, 126, or 150. Wheel brands. We have twin option on this one. And when with the other one, it's just a wider on the rear. Exhaust, those are the same. Battery location, again, outside or inside. Headlights, front weight, rear weights, that's the wheels. If you have duals on, it goes on the inside. Panel protection, hydraulic with hydraulic control. This also has a front loader, and notice things go away if you use that, and the color options are the same for that one. Then we have the old school 79 horsepower 6600, 18 miles per hour. Oh yes, the other one 12. So 12 and 18. We will drive them all. Again, we have a old awning option or a cabin on this one. Basically, those are the two options. And if you go with the cabin, then you don't get the manual steering, the steering system choice either. So things change when you put the cabin on or have certain things chosen. Again, we have all the cage wheel options. And we have narrow options here as well for tires. Steering system, the hydraulic or non-hydraulic, I guess you could say. Exhaust, front weight, 450 kilograms. Rear weights on the wheels. Battery location, panel protection, filter height. On this one has a filter height option. Hydraulic control again. Notice that's for the interesting. Where does that little tube go? It says without, but it's still there. Interesting. Again, front loader and color options. All right. Let's start with, I believe, yes. This is the first tractor. Yeah, let's just hop in this one and just take a quick look at our options. They are all the same as I can remember. We can open the hood by opening and closing the cover, L1. Horn. And that's about it. Okay, so let's just hop through. They all have the same, I do believe, yes. Inside the cab, yeah. They are literally all the same. Nice. The key turns, the pedals move when you drive, the shifter moves. Lights. All right. So we will drive them all. I do want to, at this point, show you the accessories, the front loader options. So the front loader item here, the L600, $2,000. It says 80 horsepower, but it won't fit to anything else, really. It's specifically designed. Hitch version 66 or the 78. So the 78 is that the big 150 horsepower one. So I'm not actually... I think it hooks up to both. We do have a color option to match up to whatever you have. We're gonna buy the yellow one. And then we have front loader tools. Excuse me. Now this is where it gets interesting. Well, really interesting for a number of reasons. We have a stone rake. Again, we have it in colors of whatever colors. We'll leave it in yellow. We're going to buy that. Then we have a universal bucket. Two slots, 100 liters. The stone rake is, well, it's deceiving. We'll show you how that works. The bucket, well, is a bucket. The winch. Now this is missing. I can buy it. Yeah, we'll go and yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. Front blade, we have open fields and cut trees or silage leveler. So the open fields we're going to make yellow, and the silage leveler will make black. And then finally implement adapter. As you can see there, it's a 3-point link. Okay, let's go have a look at these. Now notice what's missing is and it's not even, there isn't even a space. It's not even invisible. It's just not here. I bought it and it's gone. The crane is missing. Front loader tools. Yeah, it says I have it. There it is. A winch. Sorry, winch. Can't try it out. It's missing. Thus, the main reason why I have needs an update on this. Now, nothing's severely broken as far as I can tell. Everything seems to, well, there is a problem with stopping, shall we say, but we'll address that in a moment. All right. There are a number of other minor issues. So let's grab our first tractor. All right, lights. Lights on the roof light up. We have extra lights on the now, driving around is nice. Stopping is mostly a passing thought with all but one tractor. This one's actually pretty good. You press the brake and it mostly stops within a reasonable space. Okay, so that is okay. I guess I just happened to have attached the right one last time. So yes, it does matter which one you have. 61 to 66. Let's make this one blue, and it should attach. So if you have the biggest one, that's where it's going to be. There we go. So now that it's attached, can I detach it? Yes, okay. So this one lets me detach it. I had a problem with detaching before. One of them might have a problem with detaching. And I can't remember which one because I had them all out here. I was trying out all these implements. So to attach, well, the items, you drive up to it behind there and you press your X and it attaches. Now this is the stone rake. We'll start with the stone rake. And I thought it was to collect stones. I was wrong. It is not. All right. we have lower the stone rake. Now, I know you can L1 and use your right stick to raise and lower it like thus, and you can put it down and drive forward. It doesn't do anything. Why? Well, because you have to L1 and circle lower it. And look at that. What does it do now? Oh, it's doing something. It's a plow. It is a plow, and it will actually pull up stones rather than make them go away. Right, I can turn it on as well. I don't know what turning it on actually does, because I can turn it on or off. You can raise it up and put it down a little bit to if you find your tractor is struggling to push it. You can adjust it a little bit, but if you take it up, pull it up too high, it's going to miss and not do anything. So it's a little bit more obvious here. Now, caution must be used when using this tool. Oh, you cannot hire a worker either. Not with this tool. Can't hire a worker. Let's see here. It is turned off at the moment. Right? So it creates fields. Even when it's turned off. If you turn it on, I honestly don't know what the difference between turning it on and turning it off. Now, the other thing is it's limited to 9 miles per hour, even if it's out of the ground, but if it's lowered, it'll limit you. Now, let's L1 and circle lift it, and now we can go faster, but if you put it down, it doesn't do anything. You see that? You have to lower it, but once you lower it, it will limit your speed, and then you will actually have to put it down in the ground for it to do anything. All right. Will it make the needs plowing go away? Let's see here. Needs plowing. Yes, indeed. I have 2 fields that need plowing. I did a little stretch there, and it made it go away. So there's your answer there. So that is the stone rake. All right, let's go back to the store. Okay, so the next tractor we're going to test is the second one that we bought, the 6610. And, well, actually, we're going to have to, let's buy another front loader. Attachment. And we're going to try out the bucket. Now this one, braking is a little bit more of, yeah, a challenge for this one, shall we say. Or maybe just equally so, but it's, yeah, so you have to really just be careful. Hopefully the braking is going to be fixed. Let's see if we can detach this. Yes, we can. All right. That's good. Bucket. Same thing, attached bucket. Now, once the bucket is on there, it pretty much acts like any normal bucket. It's a bit slow tipping and rising. Or shall we, well, just slow tilting. Let's go grab some more. We're going to need some silage or more silage in a moment. So let's just fill this up, and then we'll let's chaff. Now I will be testing out one of these tractors in the field to show you how it operates, pulling equipment and stuff. But I think everybody's kind of more interested in how these come on, back up. These attachments work. And the bucket seems to work pretty good. It's just really slow with the tilt action. So let's see if we can scoop this up. It seems to adjust nicely, and as you can see there, it does work. How high does it go up? Not very high, so it's not going to be for semi-trailers. It's just going to be mostly for smaller trailers and so forth. But anyways, that's the bucket. Now let me go put this away and we'll go grab the leveler. Alright, I've skipped over to the last one, the little guy, because I got the big one over there in the field for some field testing. But let's just drive this around a little bit. This is actually the best stopping, and I'm not sure if it's the tires, but this thing stops nice. This is actually the most is the nicest one to operate because oh, I got a front weight on there. Oh, darn it. Let me go take that off. Alright, I had to put the front loader option on it anyways, so here we go. I have noticed that some of these are a little bit finicky to take off the disengage. The one here, I have a bucket on there, and no matter what I do... Oh, there, now it finally... Why did it finally unhook now? Wow. It just would not... It was giving me this. Detaching tools not allowed in this state. And there we go. It's very finicky. Yeah. And now it's hung up on there. So it's, yeah, the attaching and detaching is a little bit... I probably would recommend, once you have it on there, just leave it on. Anyways, we are going to attach the, not the leveler. This is the one I believe we have. Now this works very much like the rake. As a matter of fact, I don't exactly know what the difference is, because I will show you here. This as well has the lower and turn on. Now if you lower it down and drive forward, it doesn't do anything. As a matter of fact, if you try to level something with it, it won't do anything either. If we lower it and we drive forward, oh, I see. This one is a cultivator. And the other one's a plow. So this will cultivate and will also create fields in a cultivated state. Now if I turn it on, again, I don't know what the difference is. Now let's, it says it removes trees. Oh, landscaping. Let's put a tree down then, shall we? Let's put a little... okay, one of those trees. Oh, maybe that's what it's for, to turn it on or off. Why would the other one have a turn on and off? Okay, so this creates a field. If I come up to a tree, does nothing. Alright, let's turn it on. Aha! Doesn't even do it. It's just like, meh. Just slices it. Oh, I bet you it would. I bet you it would remove stumps really good. Let's put down another tree. And sorry about this. I'm thinking on the fly here. Let's cut this tree down, which you would do if you were lumberjacking. And then, of course, you would have a stump left over, and much of the tools or the wood harvesting type stuff leaves somewhat of a stump left over. So it's turned on. We're just going to approach this tree, and look at that. Just makes it go away. And there we go. The stump is gone. So actually, it works really good as a stump remover. You will have a little bit of... It will, hold on. Lift the front blade, but it's still on. Will it still cut stumps? And even though it's raised... Oh, doesn't look like that. Lower it. Okay, hold on. Let me plant another tree. Okay, so raise it, but it's turned on. Will it make the tree go away? Oh, it does. So there you go. You can use it as a stump, and it won't create a field. You can just use it as a stump remover. Oh, there we go. Now we're slicing it up. So it'll cut trees. Yeah, it'd be worked as a really good stump remover. That's for sure. Make that tree go away too. All right. So that's the cultivator slash tree remover. Let's just see if it will remove the requires plowing. It's not too hard to push if you just have it, but it's a little bit tricky to just get it so it doesn't miss anything. And yes, look at that. So it removes and needs plowing as well. All right, back to the store. The leveler attached, and again, if it's just like that, it looks like it actually works as a leveler. And if we lower it, it works too. So raised or lowered, there is no turning it on, but it will work raised or lowered, it would seem, like so. So that's pretty simple. In the leveler configuration, it seems to work pretty good. Obviously, it would be for smaller stuff. I'm sure you could probably use it for snow clearing if you wished. Now, we are right here, and the other blade detached. Let's see, detached. Okay, it detaches nicely. All right, we'll test out this last final attachment, and then we'll go over to the field test. So this is the 3-point link. Now, that's interesting. What would you attach? Well, I guess there's a number of attachments that attach to a 3-point link. This could be quite handy. Again, I'm just kind of thinking on the fly here. Yeah. Well, levelers, for instance, are 3-point link. So that's just one possibility. I'm sure there's many more. Let's just see here. Oh. So it does not hook to a 3-point link. All right. Well, I guess I'll have to investigate this a little bit further. Well, I should have known. It's a front loader tool adapter. So this is the bucket from the front loader tools. We have a manure fork front loader tool. I should have known that by the style of the loader. I thought it was a 3-point. I was wrong. So that's pretty handy, I must say. So you can attach it to any front loader tool. Literally, front loader tools, this is what front loader tools are, along with the ones that came with it. The implement adapter lets you attach any of these or any modded front loader tool. And so that makes this infinitely more useful. Now let's see if we can detach it. Yes, okay, so it has allowed me to detach it with it, which is awesome. Now remember, we're missing the crane or the whatever, the bag loader tool. That is invisible, yet we still have it. All right, last but not least, let's hop over here. Now this is the 7810, the big 150 horsepower. Now it does have a front loader option, remember, but not with the cab. Oh, let's drive it around. This one has I would say it basically doesn't have any brakes, because I think it stops. Oh, if I let off the gas, it'll just keep going. Look, I'm not pressing the gas. It's just like, oh boy. Well, should get good gas mileage because the roll resistance is 0. Don't leave it parked on a hill or something. It'll just take off on you. All right. So let's attach this to a cultivator. Come on, come on. Let's go forward and stop and go forward. This would highly annoy me. I would not... I really do hope it gets that fixed. All right, let's hire a worker and just listen to it, shall we? Now maybe that's how the brakes are actually on these things. I don't know. I would like to think that you would want a tractor to stop kind of mostly when you want it to stop. Would be nice. Now this is a worker turning around. Once it settles into a gear it likes, it goes pretty good. So I don't have any issues with the gearbox or anything. Just the brakes are pretty much non-existent on this. Now I am going to try one more thing. I'm going to go put different tires on it. Okay, I went and put the other kind of tires on there just to see if that is what's causing it to. No, it seems like. So it's not a tire issue with the brakes. It's a brake issue with the brakes. So unfortunately the most powerful one is the one that really stops like it has no brakes. Alright, hopefully that, yeah, I think I have covered everything. If I missed anything, feel free to leave a comment, or feel free to leave a comment if you, for whatever else other reason. But there you have it. That's the Lizard F10 Series by Holzs FS and Macarrone, or maybe the E is silent. FS, yeah. Silent E FS on Farming Simulator 22. Thank you all for watching, and remember, it's only a game, so till the next one, bye for now.